Ooh, we're in a new area of the house and it's weird. It's like throwing me off, and I didn't think filming in one particular room made as much of a difference as it does, but oof, like I'm off my game, so sorry about that. Hey guys, thanks for coming back to check out another video. We're on like a night shift schedule right now, and it's just, it's a little crazy. It's almost 1:30 in the morning, so this is the time that we have to film, so that's what we're gonna do. I don't know how many videos, like I know I'm gonna film a video after this, but I don't know how many I will film in this location, like with this lighting, so hopefully it all works out. But yeah, just while we're on night shift, like this is what we're gonna have to do. So, and I keep like looking at the lights and I keep getting like blinded. But anyway, here we are today to do a declutter. So this is not, if this is your first time seeing me do a declutter, I don't take you with me like along for the journey because I do it much differently than other people. When I decide to declutter an item, like either it's not working for me or I just don't enjoy it or it's getting old or just whatever, I will set it aside in a different area in my room where I do my makeup. And then I give myself plenty of time to decide if I am missing it or not. And if I miss it, then I put it back into my collection. If I don't miss it, then obviously I get rid of it. So I just think it's really good and like helpful, at least for me, to do these like end of the year declutters and just get this stuff out that I just don't enjoy, don't need, or can't make work for me. Most of the stuff in here is just stuff that like I can't make work for me and I don't want to fool with. So as we go forward into the year of 2021, I do want to do a better job about like really researching a product before I decide to buy it. But even with that said, there are like a few products in here where I did really try to look at everything, try to look at all the reviews, all the different things on YouTube. And when I got them, like I've tried them out and been trying to make them work and they just don't. So unfortunately, sometimes that happens. We can put in, all the effort into finding out, like doing that research, and then until you get the product and use it for yourself, you just don't know. So anyway, without any further rambling, let me just show you the items that I'm going to be decluttering from my collection. And I do have friends and family that can take these from me. They can get good use on them, get some, show it some love. And so I don't feel bad for like letting these items go and leave my collection. So let's start with the eye products. So back in July or August maybe, I think it was in the summer, I had placed an order with Juvia's Place for the Nubian 3, the Coral palette. And what they ended up sending me was the Nubian 2, which was fine. I really do enjoy that palette. But they sent like the bundle that comes with the Nubian 2 and the Nubian 1 and I think like a highlighter. So I contacted them and they just said keep it. So that, I mean, that was fine and all. But so I have been trying like to use the Nubian palette by Juvia's Place. I'm going to open it up for you guys so you can see it. It's very pretty, but it's also very neutral. So while I really like the Juvia's Place formula and I think their shimmers are just like amazing, I don't have a spot for this in my collection. I have this color story over and over again, repeated so many times that it's not funny. So I have tried this like a few times and it is like still a really good palette, but since it doesn't have that much use on it, I am going to find it a loving home that is not in my eyeshadow palette collection. So there's that. Speaking of eyeshadows, I did do a declutter and like reorganizing and swatching of my single shadows. And in that video, you guys saw me get rid of 15 shades, I believe. But I accidentally put 3 back. I didn't. I like made the decision to put 3 of them back. So since we're doing a declutter video, I thought I would just show you. These are the 12 singles that I will be parting ways with. If you want more like an in-depth talk about these, then I would say go check out that video. But yeah, I just wanted to show them here to you since this is a declutter video. So those will be leaving. I have one more eye product. This is from CoverGirl. It's just on the packaging, it just says Exhibitionist. So I don't know like the shade name or anything like this. CoverGirl can be like e.l.f. where they like do a horrible job about labeling their actual packaging. So this though is supposed to be like a dupe product for this Stila Shimmer and Glows. And like you can see, like it looks, that wand, that dofa, like it looks exactly like a Shimmer and Glow. And then when I swatched this out for you, this is a really pretty like rose gold kind of shade, as you can see. So I have tried to make this work. I do have like oily eyelids, and I don't know, because when I use this Stila Shimmer and Glows or the Glitter and Glows, I don't notice like any transferring or like fading or anything like that. But with this product, like it's horrible. It transfers up onto like the upper part of my eyes. I've even found it like it'll transfer down here like on my face. It's really weird. It just doesn't last, and it like, I don't know, sometimes it just breaks down funny. Like I just don't enjoy it. I don't like it. I don't like the way my makeup looks when I wear it. So I feel quite comfortable getting rid of said product. All right, let's move on to like face stuff. So this I had just put into my project random uses. I have used this 3 times, and if I'm not mistaken, the goal within the project random uses was to use it 11 times, but I'm not going to make it. I'm just not going to make it. So it's the translucent powder by Pixi. Let me open it up for you. So you can see like it's just a standard translucent powder. It did used to, when I first bought this, it said like, I think it had printed on it like within the pan, Pixi by Petra. So you can see like I've worn away all of the writing and things like that. I mentioned this in that introduction video though, where I just feel like this brand is pretty overrated and like overpriced for like the drugstore. Like, I don't know about you guys, but I can find Pixi products at Target, and to me that's the drugstore. Like, and no, like these like their prices are more on like point with like mid-range brands, and they're just not good. So I've used this 3 times, and it makes my makeup look horrible. It looks so heavy and cakey, and it makes me feel like, it makes my face feel super dry. Like I don't understand. I've never experienced a powder this bad, I don't think. So, and even like using like a setting spray doesn't help, nothing. And I tried it each time with my top 3 like foundations that I have in my collection. So I used it with the Jouer Essential High Coverage Foundation. I used it with the NYX Born to Glow foundation. And then I also used it with my CYO foundation. And if it doesn't play nicely with my 3 top foundations, then what's the point of trying to like make this work and like suffer through it? And I also feel like, since I do feel like it ruins my makeup and makes it look so horrible to me, that if I put this on top of one of those foundations, I'm almost like wasting the foundation, because I know I'm not going to enjoy my makeup. So that's just how I'm looking at it. So I'm going to declutter this and let this leave my collection. Okay, another face powder. So this is from Essence. It's the Brighten Up Banana Powder, and I can never get this open, but you can see it looks, I think on camera, like with the lighting, it looks like very similar shade wise to the Pixi powder that I just showed you, but this is in person like a very light yellow kind of tint to it. So I've heard quite a few people say that they really like this, but I find that it's really drying underneath my under eyes. And like, even when I go in with a very light hand, like it's still very drying, and it just makes my under eyes look very crepey, and I just don't like it. Also, I have used this with my Tarte Shape Tape concealer. I've used it with my e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer, and then I've also used it with the whatever the Makeup Revolution one is that's like a dupe for the Shape Tape. I've used this with all 3 of those, and I find that when I put this over top of it, it makes my concealers oxidize. Like I don't understand, because like none of those concealers oxidize on me with anything else. So I think it's specifically this powder, and like that's just not a good look. That's just not something I want to struggle with. So I feel quite confident in getting rid of that product as well. So I have this from Essence as well. This is their Sun Club Matte Bronzer. This is what it looks like. You guys can see. You might be looking at yourself and thinking like, Haley, that imprint on there is quite new and looks very unused. Like, how do you know if this product will work for you or not if you've never used it? Well, back in the day, Essence had a sale that was buy one, get one half off. So what did Haley do? She made the very smart decision to buy 2 of these. So I have finished off one. And I don't know if I finished it off this year or last year, but there is 15 grams of product in here, you guys. Like, it's a ridiculous amount of bronzer. And I kind of hate panned the first one. And it's not like a terrible bronzer, but it's not the best. It's not like super pigmented. It only comes in 2 shades. Like, the shade is 01 Natural. And I just find that I have to like build it up so much. And so yeah, I hate panned the first one and finished it off. And so now when I look at this one and I see it in my collection, I'm just like, get out of here. Like, I'm like giving it the evil eye, and it's an inanimate object. So I have plenty of bronzers that I actually really enjoy and want to reach for. So there's no point. This still smells really good. Like, this smells like the beach. Like, I love it. I do love that part about it. But so this is like fine, and I would rather pass this along to someone who can get use out of it rather than just letting it sit and rot in my collection. So all right, this next thing, if you saw my last update 20 to the Project 50 pan, this is an item also from Makeup Revolution that I had in there for the category, a product you're currently loving. And when I put it in there, like, it was something that I was really loving. But I think the more that I've used it, I've just found that it just does not work. So this is the highlighting palette from Makeup Revolution that they did in collaboration with Soph. You can see we have pan here on this white gold shade. So every time that I have used this, like here recently, I've noticed that it accentuates any texture that I have on my face, which is not a look that I'm going for. It also doesn't last all day. Like, it fades, and it doesn't even last for like, I don't know, like, I feel like it wears off by the 3 to 4 hour mark, which I just think is ridiculous. The formula of this is pretty chalky and powdery, and I didn't really notice that. I think it's mainly because as I've used my like more high-end highlighters that have a better formula, I just realized how bad this one is in comparison, I guess. But then the biggest reason why I don't like it is that there have been many times like when I've worn this and sat down and filmed a video, and like I'll be out like in real life, like with my friend, like what, you know, when we go and like see each other. Anyway, she's even commented like, you have like a gray strip, and then a few of you have like commented like, there's like a gray mark on your face. It's this. It is this palette. It is this palette always. Like, I don't know what the deal is with it, but yeah, I'm just not going to struggle with this. I don't feel like fooling with it, so this is something that can also be leaving my collection. Okay, we're getting down to the end, y'all. So speaking of like face products, I have this from BH Cosmetics. This is their Bellini blush palette. So I did, ooh, sorry if that mirror blinded you. I did depot 3 shades from here that I wanted to keep. Let me swatch out these for you. So this is Peachy Keen, Life's a Peach, and Peach Please. Sorry, I just really like saying that. So here's those 3. Oh goodness. Ooh, sorry. Let me just close this before I like blind you guys. Okay, so here's the 3 blushes swatched out. These top 2 are very pretty and right up my alley, but I have so many blushes in this shade, and it takes forever to finish off a blush, as we all know. And then this bottom shade here, hopefully it picks up pretty well on camera. It's like an orangey red kind of shade. It's just too dark for me and my preferences, and I've tried wearing it and going in with a very, very light hand, but I still just feel like it's just not the right color for my undertone. So I feel fine passing those along, and it's nothing due to the formula or anything like that. Like, I actually really enjoy the BH Cosmetics face products, and I enjoy their eyeshadows. So it just boils down to that the colors are just not right for me. So that's all I have to say about that. Let's do this one brow product. So this is pretty new to the market. I would say at least within the past 6 months, if I'm not mistaken. But it's the Benefit Micro Filling like brow pencil. I have mine in the shade Blonde. So if I take off the cap for you guys, you can see like, hopefully you can see like there's 3 prongs to this product. So, you know, you're supposed to be able to just like, let me see if I can like do this successfully. You're supposed to just like basically be able to like draw on brow hairs. I don't even know if like that's going to show up on the camera because again, like the lighting, but it's supposed to give you like the fake like microbladed brow hair like kind of effect. And this product I'm super mad about because I watched so many YouTube videos of like other people using it, read so many reviews, and a lot of people were like, I don't have any eyebrows and this is my holy grail. And if you guys, if this is your first video and you haven't seen me without eyebrows, just go search for a video where I don't have my eyebrows put on and you can see like I don't have any. So I thought that this would be like my answer because right now like I'm using like I'll do the pomade and then top it with like an eyeshadow, and it's not bad. Like I like the way that they look, but it is a time consuming like process. So I thought this would be like my quick and easy like go-to, and it would just be so effortless, and then my brows could look amazing, and it's just not. I have struggled with this. I don't know what it is exactly. Like I don't think it's like user error. Like I'm pretty confident that I know how to draw on some eyebrows, okay? But I think it's just since I don't have a lot of eyebrows, this almost looks like I can't fake the hairs because there's not a lot of hairs there, if that makes sense. But it's just not a product that I'm enjoying. So while it's still like good and has product in it, I'm going to pass it on to someone again so that they can love it and get use out of it. So what's left in front of me is 3 lip products that we will go through pretty quickly. So the first one is from Bite Beauty. This is one of their Amuse Bouche lipsticks. It is in the shade Sweet Cream. So it's a very pretty like shade, and swatched out, hopefully you guys can see, it's kind of like a corally like red shade. It just doesn't look right on me. Like I just don't think it suits my undertone at all. So every time I wear it, I'm like, ooh, you look like a clown. So I'm not gonna struggle with that. This next one, this is the only item that I will be putting into the trash, and I do feel bad about that. So these are fairly new to the market, I think. Like they didn't come out like this year. I think they're maybe around the 2-year age mark, but I did get this when they first launched. It's from L'Oreal. It's one of their Color Riche lipsticks. It's in the shade Utmost Taupe. So here is what it's looking like. It is such a pretty like mauvey brown color. Like I really do like this color. However, I didn't reach for this all that often. It is on the drier side for like a lipstick, and it's almost uncomfortable even when I do wear like a lip gloss with it. So even though I enjoyed the color, like I didn't want to wear it because of the way it made my lips feel. But it's always had like a kind of perfumey scent to it. Like it's not pleasant, it's really overpowering and kind of obnoxious. It does fade away quickly, but as you're applying it, like you smell it. Either way, now when I sniff it, it has like that perfumey scent mixed in with some Play-Doh. So I think this is like going bad and expiring, and it's going on my mouth. Like it's just not something I want to take the chance on. So unfortunately, this is the only item that will be going into the bin. So the last lip product that I have is from Lorac. It's one of their alter ego lip glosses. This is in the shade Mademoiselle. Let me swatch it out for you first, and then I will show it to you. So I have 2 other shades from Lorac. It's down here, and I really like the formula of this. I think it's really it's nice. It's not like too sticky or anything like that. The colors, the other 2 colors that I have, they last a good time, like a good amount of time. Like I really enjoy them. So the only reason I want to get rid of this one is because I feel like when I wear it, it's too light for me. It almost makes me look more washed out by wearing such a light shade. So I'm gonna try to be better about not buying lip glosses that are super light, because I just don't think they're that flattering. So that is the last item that I am decluttering from my collection. I thank you guys very much for sticking with me through all this. And so the last thing that I do want to talk about is we are in the holiday season. So I just wanted to do something this year to say like thank you for, you know, subscribing and like being here, because when I first started doing this, like I was like, there's gonna be like maybe 10 people who can sit through my rambliness. So I just, it warms my little cold heart that so many of you are here and sticking around. So I just want to do something nice to give back to you guys. So we're going to do another giveaway. I do have to apologize. I can only do this to U.S. residents only. I can't do it internationally. It's just right now with everything going on, like the shipping rates are a little like outrageous. However, the next time I do a round of giveaways, I do have some ideas in mind to include the international like viewers. So this is the item that we will be giving away though. So this is the holiday kit from Fenty this year, their Gloss Bomb like little mini set. I purchased one of these for myself and I absolutely love the formula on this. Like, it's so comfortable, and like I've heard so many people hype this up that I thought, it can't be as good as it is. So I purchased one for myself and fell in love with it. And I was like, as soon as I knew I was going to do some giveaways, I was like, I'm doing this. Like, everyone needs to experience this. So this has quickly become one of my favorite products. So I can't wait to share that with, one of you guys. So how you can enter for this is just one entry like per person, but just down below in the comments, let's see. Tell me your biggest purchase regret that you've made within your makeup collection, because we all have that, and that fits with the theme of decluttering, right? So what is your biggest makeup purchase regret? And yeah, we'll all try to make each other feel better about our horrible mistakes. But so yeah, all of the rules though for this will be listed down below in the description box, because I'm sure that I'm forgetting something. But I just thank you guys for sticking around, sticking it out with me, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Bye!